£85 million to rewrite the future of North London, shatter transfer records, and leave rivals absolutely stunned. Tottenham Hotspur have just pulled off one of the most audacious, aggressive, and expensive moves in their modern history, securing a blockbuster club record deal for Mateus Fernandes from West Ham United. This is not just a standard summer signing, it is a massive declaration of intent that has sent shockwaves right through the Premier League and left fans completely breathless. For years, the narrative surrounding Spurs was one of caution, of calculated risks, and of falling just short when it came to spending the absolute top-tier money required to compete with the elite. But this deal changes absolutely everything. By dropping a staggering £85 million on a single midfielder, Tottenham are throwing out the old playbook and demanding to be taken seriously at the very highest level of European football. But a price tag of this magnitude does not just buy elite talent, it buys an immense, suffocating level of pressure. When you become a club's record signing, every single touch, every pass, every mistake, and every match is magnified 1,000 times over under the intense spotlight of the Premier League. The question on everyone's lips right now is simple. Can Mateus Fernandes handle the weight of an £85 million price tag, or will this historic move become a golden cage that stifles his incredible potential? To truly understand why Tottenham were willing to break the bank and smash their own financial boundaries for this specific player, you have to look at the tactical evolution happening behind the scenes. Spurs have been crying out for a dynamic, multifunctional engine in the heart of the pitch, someone capable of transitions, breaking defensive lines, and bringing a relentless blend of physicality and technical brilliance. They did not just want another squad player, they wanted a transformer, a footballer who could fundamentally alter how the team transitions from defense to attack. For months, scouts and analysts have pointed out the missing link in Tottenham's midfield, that specific lack of creative steel that separates the good teams from the champions. By targeting Mateus Fernandes and pulling him away from West Ham, Tottenham have not only addressed their biggest vulnerability, but they have also dealt a massive psychological blow to a London rival. West Ham knew exactly what kind of gem they had on their hands, and losing a player of this caliber, even for an astronomical fee, leaves a massive void in their own project. The negotiations were tense, protracted, and filled with poker-faced bluffs, but Tottenham refused to back down, proving that when they identify a primary target, the old financial restrictions no longer apply. Think about the sheer audacity required to push this deal over the line. £85 million places Fernandes in an incredibly exclusive bracket of global footballers, instantly drawing comparisons to the biggest names in the sport. The fans are already dreaming of what this midfield is going to look like, imagining the sheer fluidity, the energy, and the tactical flexibility that a player of his quality brings to the pitch. But as the initial euphoria of the transfer announcement begins to settle, the harsh reality of the Premier League grid begins to take over. The English top flight is completely unforgiving to expensive newcomers, and opposing managers are already drawing up tactical blueprints specifically designed to neutralize Tottenham's new multi-million-pound weapon. They will press him harder, close him down faster, and test his temperament from the very first whistle of the season. If you think he is going to get a grace period to adapt to his new surroundings, you clearly do not know how brutal the English media and rival fanbases can be. Every bad game will be picked apart frame by frame, and every misplaced pass will be tied directly back to that £85 million fee. It takes a special kind of mental fortitude to block out that level of noise and just focus on playing football. Yet, those who have followed his journey closely believe he possesses exactly the kind of elite, unshakable mentality required to thrive under this intense scrutiny. He is a player who seems to elevate his performance when the stakes are at their absolute highest, craving the big moments and refusing to hide when the pressure mounts. Tottenham are betting the house that this mental resilience, combined with his undeniable physical and technical gifts, will propel the club into a brand new era of silverware and dominance. This transfer is also a massive statement to the rest of the traditional Big Six. Manchester City, Arsenal, Liverpool, and Chelsea have all shown a willingness to spend historic sums to secure their top targets, and for a long time, Tottenham were viewed as the outsiders looking in, unwilling to play the same high-stakes financial game. By finalizing this deal, Spurs are sending a crystal clear message to their rivals that they are no longer content with just fighting for a top 4 finish. They want trophies, they want respect, and they are fully prepared to spend whatever it takes to conquer the Premier League. The tactical ripple effect of this signing will be fascinating to watch unfold over the coming weeks. His arrival completely reshapes the internal hierarchy of the Tottenham squad, forcing existing midfielders to raise their game to an entirely new level just to compete for a spot in the starting 11. Competition breeds excellence, and this injection of world-class quality is going to force everyone in that dressing room to sharpen up. Training sessions are about to become incredibly intense as players fight for their place alongside the new £85 million man. But what happens if it takes time to click? What happens if the tactical systems take months to fully integrate? In football, time is a luxury that managers and expensive signings rarely receive. The social media court of public opinion moves incredibly fast, and the pressure on the coaching staff to get the absolute best out of Fernandes from day one is immense. They have to build a system that maximizes his incredible strengths while masking any transitional growing pains as he adjusts to a completely new tactical philosophy and new teammates. If they get it right, Tottenham could boast one of the most terrifying, dynamic, and unplayable midfields in the entire world. If they get it wrong, it could destabilize the entire project and invite a wave of criticism that could take months to recover from. The stakes genuinely could not be any higher for the club. This is the ultimate high-risk, high-reward gamble that defines modern football at the elite level. It is a thrilling time to be a Spurs supporter, full of anticipation, nervous energy, and the burning hope that this is the final piece of the puzzle they have been waiting for. The talking is finally over, the paperwork is signed, and the jersey has been revealed. Now, all that matters is what happens on the pitch when the referee blows the whistle and the £85 million man steps across the white line. Will Mateus Fernandes justify this historic, record-breaking price tag and lead Tottenham Hotspur to glory, or will the immense pressure of this blockbuster move prove too much to handle? I want to hear from all of you down in the comments section right now. Is £85 million a masterstroke of a signing that elevates Spurs to title contenders, or did the club overpay in a desperate panic move? Drop your thoughts, your tactical predictions, and your score predictions for the upcoming season below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Tottenham's massive record-breaking transfer news, make sure to smash that like button right now to show your support. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on all notifications so you never miss another breaking Premier League transfer update, tactical breakdown, or major football story. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the very next video.